In this video, we will go over how to set up the ECO-0600 for use with multiple heat pumps and a backup boiler with outdoor reset. The ECO-0600 is a Wi-Fi enabled geothermal control that can stage multiple heat pumps or chillers with a backup boiler. The control can handle single or dual tank systems with the ability to control domestic hot water. Today, we're going to show you how to set up 2 heat pumps with a backup boiler. The first step is to enter the Setup menu by pressing the menu tab in the top right corner. From here, select Heat Pump Setup. In Heat Pump Setup, you can select up to 4 stages per controller. When selecting an even number of heat pump stages, you can select if you are using 2-stage heat pumps. The next step is to select the amount of time you would like your heat pump stages to turn on by using Stage On Lag Time. Let's go with 10 minutes. Stage Off Lag Time is the amount of time you would like to stage off your heat pumps when there is no longer a heating or cooling demand. You can rotate your heat pumps based on hourly runtime or by startup cycles. 1 cycle equals the heat pump turning on and off. In this scenario, we'll use cycles and we'll choose 10. Off staging is how you'd like to stage off your heat pumps. If it is set to on, the heat pumps will all shut off at the same time. If you set it to off, the heat pumps will stage off in accordance with the time you have selected in Stage Off Lag Time. In Tank Setup, this is where you can set your hot or cold tank settings. In Hot Tank Setup, you can select your warm weather shutdown temperature. Let's set that at 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if the outdoor temperature rises above this temperature, the control will go into an off state. If you're not using outdoor temperature reset in your setup, make sure it is set to off. In outdoor reset, you'll need to select the coldest day of the year in your area. This will be at the top of your outdoor reset calculation. Ours is -20. Now you can select a temperature differential for your tank. Here, you can set your desired minimum and maximum temperature, and it will follow the outdoor reset calculation based on the outdoor reset temperature that was entered. For setting up the cold tank, you need to follow the same steps as for the hot tank, but of course, set the parameters for cooling instead. WWSD/CWSD time is a buffer lag time for the control to enter warm weather shutdown or cold weather shutdown. The control will only go into warm weather or cold weather shutdown if the temperature you have inputted into the control for the shutdown is maintained for the time you have entered. This is useful in the shoulder seasons when there are rapid temperature swings. In backup settings, there are multiple options to turn on your backup boiler with heat pumps. You can have your backup boiler come on with a time delay in backup time. We'll set that to 10 minutes. You can also have your backup boiler come on with outdoor temperature or the hot tank temperature. It is not recommended to use multiple options in your setup, and it's best just to use one of these options. You can have the option to just run the boiler only when it gets to a certain outdoor temperature by using backup only outdoor setting. And let's turn that to -10. In pump setup, you can set your pumps with a number of different options here, including heating, cooling, and system pump. We'll keep the system in a priority heating setting, and then in permanent demands, we'll turn both heating and cooling demands to on. And lastly, let's go into the Eco Clock. This is a great option if electrical rates fluctuate in your area due to peak demands. During the weekdays in our area, electrical rates increase after 3 p.m., so we'll use our backup boiler only at that time until 9:30 p.m. And that's how to set up 2 heat pumps with a backup boiler.